Yo, what's up guys, welcome to my humble YouTube channel where I bring you fanfiction that will brighten your days. Before we start, a subscribe is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like and ring the bell icon so you won't miss exciting new fanfiction stories. That time when my daughter from another timeline visited me by KiritoBambre. Chapter 17. Before the main show, Part 2, Hinata Pav. Sensing Rimuru's aura gushing out from his body with full of anger made me surprised and quite worried. Out of nowhere, he suddenly vanished. Before I noticed, Ivaraj sent flying through space. There I saw Rimuru standing in Ivaraj place. Since when did he get there? I questioned myself, but before I think what was happening, Rimuru follow Ivaraj in the space where he sent him into. This is bad. I can't follow what was happening. I panicked, don't know what to do. The situation happened so fast that my mind can't keep up. What should I do? Should I fight too? I rack my brain, thinking of a possible solution to this kind of problem. But before I think of a plan, I noticed Rizu shaking in fear until she collapsed in the ground. Sob, sob, mama, papa, sob, ah, Rizu said as tears came running down from her face. She's crying. Huh? She's crying? For what reason? I glance at the direction before Ivaraj sent to space. Is it because of Ivaraj? Ivaraj did say something, but I didn't hear any of it from this distance. I should ask Luminous Sam. Greater than Hinata, are you there? Less than suddenly I heard Luminous Sama's voice through telepathy. Greater than Luminous Sama. Less than greater than listen. Don't let the enemy get near to Rizu. Ivaraj want her power. Protect her, okay, less than. So that's the reason. Now I know what to do. Greater than yes, Luminous Sama, less than. I end the call. After that, I approached the crying Rizu. Seeing her reminded me of myself when I summoned in this world. At that time, the idea of being set free from that grueling world made me happy. I don't want to remember my past ever again. In this world where sword and magic exist, I sought power. My own power is the only thing I could rely upon in this world. Thus, I sought the kind of power that nobody else could ever hope for. I had a natural fear of carrying anything precious with me, lest I lose anything else. I didn't deal with other people, power was my only desire. I had become a paladin a mere year after joining the Western Holy Church, then become the corps captain less than 2 years later, building up what was lauded as the most powerful crusader group in history with my own 2 hands. But the higher I rose through church ranks, the more I saw what it really was to those who remain at the top. I met Luminous Sama, the god that people in Lubelios worship. Seeing her is like having face to face with death. Instead of killing me, she made me her companion. She's one of the people I met in this world that made me feel I am not alone. Shizu-sensei, Chloe and Rimuru. I'm really grateful and lucky that I met this people. I don't know the reason why she is in this state, but I know that she's feeling lonely. She need a companion that will make her happy and not alone all the time. I hugged Rizu without knowing. Looks like I've grown more softer. This must be Rimuru's doing. But still, I don't hate it. I hugged Rizu more tightly while patting her head saying, there, don't worry. Hinata Oni-chan won't leave you. Is this enough, Shizu-sensei? Thank you, Hinata. Somehow, I heard Shizu-sensei's voice. I may be dreaming. Northwest of Jura Forest, the cryptid felt powerless after the death of their leader. They can't do anything to help because they too was fighting a strong individual. Individual like Milim who possess power and confidence choose to fight the cryptids in a one-on-one battle while others fight as two to secure their victory. The battle was in their favor, but it was not easy for them to just attain victory. Still, Chloe and the others find confidence in themselves. Defeating the leader of the cryptids means their victory was already decided, is what they thought, but it looks like they're wrong. Witnessing the death of their leader made the remaining cryptids awaken their innermost power. They stop thinking and just rely on instinct that makes them like a wild animal that's set free in a cage. Their moves and attacks was too wild, making not easy for them to predict and dodge. But still, in this situation Guy and the others still has the upper hand. Losing control to their power means their attack was full of loopholes, and if they keep attacking like a wild animal, they will surely exhaust their mana. All they have to do is to dodge and attack in a right timing. But if they prolong the battle any longer, it will also give them disadvantage. not to them, but to the world they lived in. All of them knew that if this battle continue, the damage will surely increase. There's already a big crater on the ground, and lava was flowing in the center of it. The cryptids' rampage also added to the destruction. The world was gradually collapsing, and if they didn't finish it sooner, worst case scenario, the world will be destroyed. Only Rimuru have the enough power to restore the world back to its original form. But if the world shatter into tiny pieces, even Rimuru can't fix it. The only reason why the world was still in one piece and the damage didn't spread to any nearby country was because of Rimuru. He created a big barrier that surrounds the whole northwest of Jura, preventing any shockwaves and magicule leakage from a strong individual like Guy. Rimuru made the barrier after he sent Ivaraj to space. It has the same property of gluttony that devour the energy inside the barrier to make it more sturdier. The problem is, the barrier didn't possess imaginary space to store the energy it devour. If it reached the limit, it will automatically stop and will become a normal barrier. The energy that the barrier accumulated may be strong, but it was not enough to suppress the energy that Guy and others unleashing. They noticed there was a crack in the barrier, so they quickly think of a plan to finish the fight before the barrier shattered. Less than did all of you have a plan to defeat them all? Greater than Guy said, activating his telepathy, skill and thought acceleration. Less than foo. It's better if we gather them in one place and two. Less than kill them with one attack. Is that what you think, Noda? Greater than Milim, finish the sentence before Diablo does. Less than high, Milim Sama. You're perfectly correct. Greater than less than I'm okay with it. Are all of you okay with that? Greater than Leon suggest. Less than I have no problem with it. Greater than less than I'm okay with it too. Greater than. Less than me too. Greater than Benimaru, and the others nodded in response. Less than leave the finishing blow to me. It's been a long time since I unleashed my power. I'm so excited to do it, Noda. Greater than. All of them agreed to Milim and start to initiate the plan. The cryptids already lose their way of thinking, so it's easy to lure all the cryptids in one place. They decided that it's better to gather them in the sky at the end of the barrier instead of the ground. That way, the damage will decrease. The barrier will gone though, but still they proceed. It's already starting to shatter, so destroying it is not a problem, is what they think. After gathering the cryptids in one place, Guys shout, "Now Milim," as a sign that it's time to attack. Milim unleashed her terrifying power. Raw Dragon Nova. Boom. A terrifying rampage of destruction erupted on the spot. The barrier shattered instantly with just the gust of wind from Milim's attack. It's so electrifying that all living matters nearby died and turned to dust just by being in contact with the energy leak. Guy and the others didn't bother to help or hide even. All of them has a barrier that protect them from the destructive energy. Also, with the power of Milim, it's already enough to kill all the cryptids. The name, Destroyer, was not just a name. It clearly described the power that Milim possess. After the smoke disappeared, the cryptids was already gone with not a trace of their existence remain. Who? Ito, looks like I overdid it. Hee, Milim said while laughing slightly. Milim turned back to face her friends and comrades, then smiled refreshingly and raised her right hand to the sky. It was, without a doubt, a declaration of victory, to be continued.